Yeah. Welcome back to Grown Women Talk. I'm Kia.
I'm Andrea. And I'm Chere.
You all, we're going to talk today about something that I feel is very important. And we talk about, in our opening all the time, hitting the reset button. And about a year ago, Andrea and I started talking about hitting the reset in fashion. Okay, and so today we're talking about fashion tips and tricks. And what we mean by that, we just started saying, we want to try something new. We're going to hit the reset button. So we're going to talk about some things today that hopefully will be things that you find interesting about some fashion tips and tricks that we utilize.
Absolutely.
And so I'm going to throw it to you, Chere.
Friends, my tip for you today is fit. First thing about fit is buy the size that you are currently wearing or should be wearing today. Don't buy something too small and don't buy anything too big. You may think you're doing yourself a favor by wearing a big sweater or something two sizes too large. Don't do it. We're going to show a picture of me with my son. We went to a graduation party and I have on a black blazer, fitted pants, and I'm layering over a black top with some blue jewelry like turquoise in the shirt and turquoise in the jewelry. So you'll see there I have a couple of my tips in that picture. Fit is important. I made sure that I bought the pants that fit me at that point, and you'll see these pants are tapered bottom. So they're really stylish in terms of the fit, the taper of the pants. And then the blazer fit very nicely. You'll notice that it comes about to the hip. So don't feel like you don't have to buy something that's large to cover things, but the fact that it fits will complement your body every time. So buy clothes that fit. Invest in a nice blazer that you can wear anywhere. You know, you can wear over a couple of different outfits. For me, a black blazer is like my foundation, one of my foundation pieces. A fitted jean that can go anywhere, particularly a black jean, or it's summer now, so a white jean is always nice. And layer, so you'll see that in my picture as I mentioned. Also, an A-line dress is your friend. You can cover a multitude of sins with an A-line dress. And we'll also show you a picture of me with an A-line dress on. The last thing I'd like to share about fit is tailor. Find a tailor.
Oh my gosh,
a tailor or designer can be your best friend.
Yes.
And if you don't have a lot of money, make friends at your local dry cleaners.
That's good.
Usually
That is so good.
they have someone there who can do some light sewing for you to make sure things fit you just right. We want you to be as gorgeous as you can be.
Absolutely.
That is my tip for you, fit.
I love it. And you know, you're so smart, because I'm getting ready to tell you all about one of my favorite books. And this book right here, The Little Black Book of Style by Nina Garcia. I love this book so much that I used to go to the library and I would...
I'm sorry.
Like
No. I'm going to let her. This is indeed her turn. But she said she used to go to please be ashamed. And you know that we hang out at the library together. But she turned me on to this book. But every time I would go to check it out, they said, it won't be back for another week. And then she'd keep checking it out. So much so, I said, you know what? For your birthday, buddy, I'm going to buy you the book. Now I can go to the library, and so can you. No fear, Kia has her own copy.
The library is my friend. Thank you so much for purchasing it for me. One of the things in here is about what I wanted my tip to be today is about the little black dress.
Nice.
Okay? But she also does say something about a tailor and how every woman should have a tailor. So you're so smart. But on page 18, she talks about investing in the bones. And one of those is the little black dress. Friends, I love a little black dress because you cannot go wrong with it. I'm a singer. That's what I do. And so I sometimes don't know what kind of environment I'm going into. I don't know what kind of crowd it is or whatever. And I am never wrong with a little black dress. Excellent. I could throw it on with pearls. I could throw it on with different kind of shoes. I could dress it up. I could dress it down. And I just love it. Sometimes I put it on, with a red shoe or a snakeskin shoe. Ooh. But I have several little black dresses because it is crisp, it is professional, it is wonderful, and it is flattering to all people. That's right. So my tip today, please, is to invest, and you do have to many times, get a good black dress that you love. You may have to pay a little bit for it, but you will not.
Both of you have talked about your tips, but one of the things that you did not mention that I think is flattering on you, you have a brooch.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Friends.
Accessorize.
That's the thing. And sometimes we think, I don't have enough money to do all these things. But when you change it up with the wonderful, this is stunning.
Thank you.
And I don't know if it's an heirloom piece, but it is absolutely stunning. It is now.
Thank you.
No, I'm glad about that. So I have one tip for you, and Chere and I had this conversation probably a few years ago. She had on something very, very beautiful, and I said, what kind of bra are you wearing? And she said, I beg your pardon? And I said, you probably need a fit. And so my tip really is, she did say boo, but she said, my sister mentioned that. I was like, yes, for sisters. But my tip really is about bra fitting and your undergarments. Yeah. And sometimes I think Chere mentioned earlier about, getting the size that will flatter you and the size that you wear. And sometimes that may mean we need support.
And I listen to you.
Yes, and I'm going to tell that beautiful story. And whether that's a Spanx or whatever, if we need additional support, don't be ashamed. That's what they make them for, so that you always look your best in your things. Yes. But the interesting thing about a good bra and a bra that's the correct fitting bra, your posture changes. It can make your $2 shirt look like it's $20 because the fit is just so. And so I know sometimes we're like, I spent all this money on my clothes. No, spend your money on the undergarments, and then I promise you it will make you look stunning underneath. Now, what I suggest you may want to do is go for a fitting. You're not really wearing the same size you did when you were 20. I know you think you are, and it's okay and even when you say, I'm only in a B or an A, it does not matter. You want the proper support. You want to make sure you have the correct bra, whether that's demi, whether that's a push-up, but you want it to be correct. And let a professional fit you. There are many places, many of the finer stores, Soma will fit you. They have Soma. Great pants that look amazingly well, and you don't have to sacrifice. I have to tell you, because I know often people think, it's going to look so bad, but you don't have to sacrifice pretty for comfort or any of that, because it exists out there. And so if you can get your bra fitting for, we ask that people do it once a year because we change, and sometimes even when we lose weight, we need to have that the straps readjusted, some other things readjusted. But you will not go wrong when you start underneath. You won't go wrong with a good fitting. And let me just tell you something about caring for your things, your undergarments. So I have my light gray lingerie bag, and I use one for my underpants and the other for my bras, and I put them all in here, and then I toss them in the washer on gentle. I put a very, very, not too abrasive laundry detergent. But you want to, number one, when you make the investment, you want to keep your things nice. Right. And number two, you don't want those with your jeans. You just don't. You don't want those with your husband's clothes or anybody else's clothes, or the kids. You definitely don't want them with the kids' clothes. No. And then this really does protect the longevity of your undergarments. And here's the other thing. You should really start looking at the clasp over a year. Maybe once the year happens, the wear and tear. If you have time, hang them on something nice, but not don't put them in the dryer if you don't have to. but it will. I promise you, it will keep the shape of your undergarments, and it will keep them longevity. And so again, get your fitting. If you can do it once a year, fine. You may not go up, but at least it'll be worth it. You will be in the proper bra size. Your things will look nice on you, and it also improves your posture. I promise you.
This was so helpful.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to use some of those tips and tricks as well. So I hope that you all love those tips and tricks, that maybe some of them that you can use. I loved learning the information that you all shared today.
It's fun.
Yeah. And thank you all so much for participating with us. And for also, I can't thank you all enough for the love that you have shown our channel.
Yes. Thank you. Kudos to you.
And I know that you all are out there sharing it too. You all are telling the people about us. So thank you all so much. Please keep on doing that for us. And please talk to us. Leave us comments. We actually read them and we will comment back to you all personally. So we enjoy that so much. So please, you all, if you have anything you want us to talk about or anything like that, please share that with us in the comment section. Let us know what you think. We thank you all so much. And we are just broadening and growing this community of friendship. And we just thank you all so much. And so until next time, get ready.
Reset.
And go.
Bye. Bye, friends.
Come on.